everybody. Thanks for being here with us. We will start with an opening statement from the head coach and then open it up for questions, which I'll kind of point out right now, so just get my attention. After Coach Fitz, we are planning to bring in Cam Mitchell, Xander Mueller, Ryan Helinski, and Evan Hall to take questions as well. Coach?
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks, everybody, for being here with us, in this fun afternoon and evening for our football team. So I've got a lot of thank yous, so stay with me, all right? I want a huge thank you to everybody here at the Aer Lingus College Football Classic. And it's been a lot of time in the making from everybody here at Aviva Stadium for us being able to get in here and practice the way that we were able to efficiently. Park O'Kane, it's just been great building a relationship with him, just a first-class man, and just so thankful for that. John Anthony from Anthony Travel, I've known for a number of years, and just really appreciate him. And like I said, everybody from Aer Lingus helping us get over here safe and sound, and hopefully getting back safe and sound. A lot of other thank yous. Leslie Wurzberger, Luis Thornton, Brendan Meehan, Jessica Alarcon, Nicola Carrick, Sabrina Edgerton, Joe Wunderlich, Jana Hughes, and Rachel Stoops. I'm sure I've missed some other people from the game, so I apologize in advance, and I thank you too on behalf of our program. It was great to have from the Big Ten with us Commissioner Warren and AJ Eads. Appreciate them coming over here. Doc G, it's just been great being with them and his leadership here over the last year. And I told him, don't get used to last year. We're going to count that as year 0. And this is year 1 for him. So great to get him a win, and the entire athletic department staff. There was a lot, obviously, moving a football program over here to Ireland. And the leadership that Doc G and his staff was absolutely outstanding. It was really special tonight to honor you could arguably say the Northwestern family of families, and honoring Pat and Shirley, Pat Jr. and Rob and Corb and the Ryan family. It's something that was just so special and surreal for me to be able to see in Ireland, to see the Ryans honored and what they've meant to our program, what they've meant to our university, our athletic department, Big Ten football, Big Ten athletics, and frankly, their philanthropy is what goes unseen, and the difference they've made in so many people's lives. So to honor them tonight was absolutely outstanding and really special. Jacob Schmidt, our operations staff, and everybody at Northwestern Athletic Department that had to carry this, out and execute it, and I thought we did it flawlessly. And then a huge shout out to our fans. It was great. I went for 2 really extended walks yesterday morning and this morning, and I tried to go incognito. That did not work out very well. I was getting hoarse saying "Go Cats" so many times, and just so many people to thank. But most importantly, I want to thank our players. They made a decision in January that we were going to restore our pride. And this is one step and it's one game, but this wasn't your normal, typical game, right? Everything that went into tonight, we started talking about in the offseason. And, we're a year removed from being a Big Ten West champion and arguably a team that, if we didn't make some self-inflicted wounds, could have done something special. In a game like tonight, the way we had to fight against a very good Nebraska team, very talented team, I'm really proud of our guys, and I think it shows their dedication from January all the way through our prep this morning, getting ready for the night game. So, just great to go 1-0 here. Great to get the season started off the right way. Anytime you play for a trophy and something this spectacular, this is one of the most beautiful trophies I've ever seen in my life. It just means more, and our guys talked about that, and they went out and did it. So appreciate everybody being here, and I'd love to answer any and all questions that you may have. Thanks.
Coach, we spoke on Thursday about your heritage to this island and what this game meant to you.
Yeah.
After the game today and everything that's happened, where does this stand for you in your career? Because I was emotional watching it. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Also, can you come over every year? 'Cause
Sure, I'll come over every year. Yeah, and I'll work on your NFL show for you. How does that sound? I can do that remotely. I'd love to. I'd love to be a special guest. It was really emotional for me in February when Stacy and my wife and I came over, and we had a chance to meet my cousin Sil and his family and go out to Nurney after being in Epic in the morning. It was just kind of one of those whirlwinds. You land, you go to Epic. The job that the genealogist did, I saw a ticket that my grandmother and grandfather came over on for the boat they came over on. It was from that to then going out to the family farm and seeing generations of our family where they've been laid to rest, where my grandmother was baptized, where she went to church, where she went to school, the farm. the list goes on. And then Stacy and I kind of fell asleep on the way back and went to Seoul for dinner that night. And I looked at her and she looked at me and we're like, that was unbelievable. We couldn't even describe it in words. So it started then. And then to have my dad here with me and my dad be able to be in Ireland for the first time and see where his mother was born, and have my youngest son, Brendan, with us, and my brother-in-law, Ken, and my nephew, Jake. I mean, it was really important. And we had about, I don't know, 50 other people. I don't have enough time. We'll be here all day to list all their names, family members that came from Chicago. And we just took a really special picture in Aviva that I think will be long-lasting. So it's an honor to represent my family, selfishly, to represent my family, to be here in Ireland. And I'm very grateful and very thankful. And I'm very proud of my Irish heritage and very proud of our ancestors and just incredibly thankful. My dad and I were talking last night, Kenny and I were talking about, just think about what his mom and dad had to do to come over to America on a boat, especially my grandmother with her sister, probably 2 women, that was it, probably on that boat. I mean, it's surreal to think that's a generation ago. And I hope this game can become something special for college football, for Ireland, and I hope for the Big Ten. I think there's something special about Big Ten football and Big Ten fans. I mean, you saw Nebraska. I mean, what an unbelievable fan base. And I'll take ours today, too. That was a great showing. And, let's pack Ryan Field when we get back in a couple weeks. But I'm really thankful for our fans. But heritage-wise, this ranks up at the top.
Coach, speaking of pride, how proud are you of your players and the resilience that they showed coming back from being down early and repeatedly coming back today?
Well, we talk about playing the Wildcat way, and that's to go as hard as you can for as long as you can. And we gave that away a year ago. And, we just talked at length in the offseason about restoring our pride and doing the things that we do as Wildcats to win football games. And it's, having great character, having a relentless work ethic, and just an unbelievable attitude. And I think that, we didn't start off the way we wanted to, and we had chances to start faster, but the guys just responded. They responded boldly. They stuck together. And, big-time players make big-time plays, and that's what we saw today. I mean, we had some huge plays. A couple that will probably get talked about a little bit. That punch strip by Metzi after an explosive play, huge momentum play. And then Andrew, that's why he's a captain. He may not have carried the ball like Evan and Cam did today, but he's a captain because of the way he goes about every day and to be prepared. And we practiced some semblance of an onside kick like that we saw today, and he was poised and disciplined. That was a huge momentum swing in the game. And, those are 2 plays that maybe won't be talked about a lot. Maybe they will, but there was definitely a momentum swing after them both.
Coach, what was your thought in general about when you saw that onside kick?
Well, I'm glad they kicked it where they did, because I actually did a similar kick during practice a couple weeks ago, and we had talked about it. And, again, you got a captain at the point of attack and AC. Like we talked about, any slow dribblers, let's go be aggressive. And if they would have got it, I probably would have challenged it, because I don't think the ball went 10 yards when their guy hit us. But the officiating was awesome today. Lot going on, unique stadium. I thought it was a really pretty clean game. They let us play, and I don't know what Frosty said, but I think we'd both rather just let us play, and I thought that's what it looked like today.
After that play, could you feel any difference? And like you said, in momentum swing?
Yeah, after we scored, yeah. When we went down and punched it in, that was huge. Absolutely. Yeah, you could feel it. No doubt about it. Yeah, no doubt.
Talk about kind of like someone who's not going to get talked about much. Luke Akers today, 4 punts inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about him, the unsungness of his nature?
Yeah, there's going to be so many. I'm going to watch the tape probably some point on Tuesday. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have some good, clean Irish fun tonight and tomorrow. So I'll get to the tape when I get to it. But he was outstanding. But he's been that way since he came into the program, and just really unflappable. I love seeing his juice too. He takes his role really serious, and especially talking about heritage. Being here watching the Irish team pummel the Wales team for rugby. In the Six Nations, and learning the game. And I had a great group of people behind me educating. I mean, I know rugby, but I don't know it like I was being educated. And to see some kick plays be really important, and it's my understanding rugby is it's a field position game and not a possession game. And I thought we won the field position because of the way Luke was tonight.
Bounce back performance for Ryan Walensky, who I think it's fair to say had a few struggles last year.
Yeah.
Came back and was
Right.
played really, really well. What kind of difference did you see from him tonight?
Right. Well, like I said earlier, we're a team that's, we're a year removed from it, but we know how to win and compete at championship levels here. And, Ryan, at this time last year, had only been here for a handful of practices. He had to move. His family had to move. I mean, there was a lot of new and a lot of change. And I don't want to speak for Ryan. I'd rather have you ask him. But he was just so focused and disciplined from January all the way through. I saw him today. And I said, "How you doing?" He's like, I'm getting excited. And I go, "Good. Just chill out and go grip it and rip it, man." And I thought he was really poised, and the credit again goes to him. He got it with Jay Hooten, with our strength staff, and Peter Ritz and our dietitian staff, and just really, as you guys saw, he's just totally changed his body. He found this place called the weight room, which is a pretty important place for everybody. And listen, challenges will go up as we move forward. But, I think all in all, I think you saw the Ryan Helinski that we recruited, that we expected to see. And the credit goes to him because he put the work ethic in to learn the offense, to master it. And now he's just got to keep taking steps as he moves forward. But I'm very proud of him. And again, I'm done talking about last year. So no more questions about that. Please. Thank you.
What do you attribute the success in the turnover battle to?
We work it every day on both sides of the ball and in the kicking game. It's something that we believe in is, one of the keys to victory. When we've been championship level here, we've won the turnover ratio, not some of the time, but almost all the time, if not most of the time. And like that play that Metzi made is exactly what we practice. And I'm really happy for Jim O'Neill and our defensive staff and our defensive players. We had a tough year last year. We had a lot of new faces and a lot of nuances, and those guys learned and grew up. And you see Cam make a huge play after something kind of crazy happened on a scramble play, and he fights back and responds later on in the game. The list goes on and on of guys, So just really proud of our defense, to say the least. I'm really proud of our defensive staff, and I'm really proud of our defensive players, most importantly.
You referenced a couple times throughout the week that Jack Wilson was going to kick the field goal
Yep.
and try it out stage. Can you
Yeah.
talk about the decision behind doing that?
Well, I thought it would be a huge coup if we didn't tell anybody who our kicker was, so we kept it under wraps. Unfortunately, Jolson got a little dinged up in pregame warm-up. So we had to make a decision. Well, we didn't have to make a decision. He was unable to play after that. So I haven't got my injury update today, but hopefully it won't be too long. But I'm so glad that Adam decided to come join us. I think he was the last man into the roster pretty late. Thought he was pretty good today. And he'll keep getting better. So really proud of our specialist today.
Now that the business side of the trip is over, what do you plan for the next day or so?
Well, right now, I'm going to enjoy tonight. I'm a little exhausted. Hopefully, is Ryan winning still? B? Is Ryan winning? He is. So my middle son Ryan's playing right now and winning his game. So I'm pretty fired up about that. And tomorrow night at 6, my oldest son Jack is playing on national TV, a high school showcase game on ESPN. So I'm going to enjoy the heck out of that. And in between, I might have a few Guinness or two or some Jameson or something. I don't know if that's okay. I don't have to drive, so it's good.
You guys are known for good offensive line play. How are you feeling today after an impressive performance from the line?
Yeah, I talk a lot about winning the 6-inch war. It's kind of the name of the game. It's kind of the length of this piece of paper. You got to move people 6 inches. That's the name of the game. It's a line of scrimmage league. It's a line of scrimmage game. And, I thought that group, they had an awesome offseason. And, Skronk gets a lot of attention for a reason. He deserves it. There's no doubt about that. But what's kind of gone untalked about is, Ethan Wiedeker coming back for his 6th year. Ethan didn't have to do that. He chose to do that. And his leadership this offseason was outstanding. And, those two bookend guys, they're really important, and then you look inside and Charlie moving inside at center, all that is on his plate mentally, and then making all the calls and getting us lined up and getting Josh back healthy, and Conrad back healthy. I mean, that group, I think we had 10 guys out most of the year at some point. And our next group of guys, man, can play too. And we got really good competition. But it starts and ends up there. And those guys played well. And same thing with our defensive line. I thought outside of a couple of plays that maybe we misfit and that we didn't tackle well at the second level and third level, I thought our defensive line looked again like what our defensive line traditionally looks like. And that's what we're going to have to continue to build upon.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you.
A win like that is obviously massive for team building. Is there any better way to start the season and get these guys close heading into a long media exhausted
Yeah.
this week because of the long season ahead?
You know, you got to find ways in our game to seize momentum as a team. And, you know, winning cures a lot of ills. So when you can find a way to get a win like this, again, anytime there's a trophy on the line, I don't care if we're playing ping pong or golf or, you know, here at the Aer Lingus College Football Classic, I don't care. It just means more when you can put a trophy in the case. And, you know, we talked about that as a program, that this game it's a Big Ten game. It's a Big Ten West game. It's an international game showcasing our great game of college football. It's a great stage to be on, having the first game of college football, you know, back in the States and worldwide, to have all the eyes of college football on us. Let's not lose the moment. Let's go seize and lean into the moment. And we put together a huge plan, you know, from coming over, how we were going to execute, getting over the jet lag, the way we were going to practice, the way we prepared. And all the credit goes to our players. They bought into it, they executed it, and then when things got what they usually do in a Big Ten game, in the fourth quarter, I think our conditioning, I think our strength, and I think our O-line and D-line really showed up, and I'm really proud of those guys. All right, all those that came with us from Chicago and the States, thanks for being here. Travel home safe, and all of you that I've had the privilege to meet from Dublin and from Ireland, we really appreciate you sharing your great city and your great country with us. Like I said, feel free to invite me whenever you'd like. I'm all here. You know, May's a really good month for me. I'd love to come over and play some golf and have some fun, but just really, I'm so honored to represent our young men, our program, the university, the Big Ten, and like I said earlier, the Ryan family and my family. This game was really significant and really special. So thank you for sharing your great city, your great country, and your great stadium. Thanks a lot. Go Cats.